In this video, we are taking the bone stock Slash 2-wheel drive VXL and the Team Associated Pro2 SC10, taking them to the racetrack to see these equally priced entry-level vehicles for the RC community. Which one is better around the racetrack? Now, this is part 2 of my video series comparing the Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive to the Team Associated Pro2 SC10 to determine which one really is better for the average enthusiast or the beginner enthusiast to actually pick up and be their first vehicle. The first video, which I will link down in the video description, was a bench comparison of the two of these vehicles side by side, their design and the components and how they come straight out of the box. This is the second video at the racetrack, and the third one is all about a bashing test and jumping and all that and control, and which one's actually more fun just to drive in general. As we head off to the racetrack, clearly one thing that's always known is tires make a difference, right? Race tires will be faster than the street tires. So for this test, both vehicles will run ProLine hole shots. We will actually run the same tire on both, and we will run the same battery in both. So all of that is as equal as it can possibly be.
Unknown driver. 105.9. 20.1. 114.4. 23.4. 21.1, 22.4, 26 flat.
Oh,
20.3.
Look on the track, look on the track.
21.8, 31.8, 29.2. 20.9.
We've now run a full battery through it. Fastest time was a 19.8, which is actually pretty respectable. Track's really tacky tonight. So we're gonna now get this battery charged. We're gonna run these same tires over on the Pro 2. We're gonna see what the time difference is. We're now back from the track, and final thoughts on both of these vehicles. I ran the Slash first. I put the race tires on it, fully charged battery, went out, ran it for the full battery until that battery died. Many laps, many crashes, as you can see from all these scuffs and the dirt on the body itself. It did come over a few times. I am going to be honest, it did much better than I expected it would. When you look at the chassis design, when you look at the suspension design, with how stiff the suspension is on this truck straight out of the box, I really did not expect it to do as good as it did. And we were able to actually get this thing all the way down into a high 19. I believe it was like a 19.8 for this truck, but it was nice and predictable and it was fun to drive. Honestly, really surprised me how much I did enjoy it. However, of course, the win is going to end up still going to the Team Associated. The 19.8 on this, I was able to go over a second faster. Same battery, same tires with this truck. So not only is this truck $10 cheaper, it also is over a second faster. I went all the way down to an 18.6. And more importantly, there was a lot of variability in my times. Yes, I was able to get a 19-second lap out of this truck, but it also took, I had a lot that were in the 20s and 21s with this truck. This vehicle, the Team Associated, I was able to get into the 18s, but I was also able to put lap after lap after lap in the 19. It was a lot easier to drive. It was better handling. Clearly the win goes to the Team Associated. As we talked about in the bench comparison video, one of the biggest advantages that the Team Associated had was the low center of gravity chassis. And of course, one of the most common upgrades to the two-wheel drive Slash is to get the low center of gravity chassis for it. It looks like this. Here's the whole kit. They sell it to you all in one package. It's the chassis plus the different skid plates and everything you need to convert it over. Here's the only problem. $39. So when you're already comparing these two vehicles, and this one's already $10 cheaper than the Slash straight out of the box, now you're adding another $40 to that price comparison. So if you're looking for that, now you're already talking about $50 more expensive over here on the Slash compared to the Team Associated. The next step in this series is a bashing test. So batteries are on the charger. We're gonna flop over, make sure that we switch over to basher tires, get a ramp out in the front yard, and I think I may enlist the help of my trained in-house bashers, my kids, to give me a really good feeling for which one is more fun to drive. And then of course, with any kind of bashing, we will see what level of durability there is also. So if you are interested in that video will be right over here in our in the playlist or linked down below in the video description.